Life for Taboo started out no different than any other wild animal. A loving mother skunk, a warm and cozy nest, and litter mates to play and wrestle with. All that changed sometime in the long, distant past. "Want one of these little skunks we caught?" said a friend of my mother's. "The stink bag has already been removed, so there will be no accidents." He could not have asked me because I was only a child then. It is obvious that my mother said yes because a little small puffy ball of black fur with two exquisite white stripes down her back came into our lives to make us laugh and cry tears of joy with her talent for bringing love and fun into our home. We named her Taboo after the famous perfume. She always lived up to her name. Taboo quickly became potty trained in a cat litter box just like any kitten would. She had an old guinea pig cage in our bedroom for her home, but spent most of her waking hours playing around the apartment. Skunks are nocturnal animals, so often we would have to confine her to her cage to keep her out of the bottom kitchen cupboards, where she liked to make a sleeping nest in the way back, out of the way place where old bags and extra pans were hidden. Rummaging in the kitchen trash for delectable and savory leftover bits of food was especially enjoyable for this little nighttime wanderer. Of course, we had a real messy job to clean up in the morning when Mother found the evidence strewn all over the kitchen floor. With two little girls to play with and one frisky German Shepherd dog, Taboo had joyous times chasing us around the apartment. One of her most comical antics was to stomp her front feet on the floor, which raised her two hind feet off the floor, then to run by us and twist her butt as if she was spraying us. We would roll around on the floor with her, her fluffy tail flying like a flag. She always looked like she was laughing at her joke on us. Children and the dog never got tired of this fun game. Being nosy was one of Taboo's best attributes. I wish I had a camera. The time she smelled a lunch sandwich left over in my mother's purse. Here comes a little black ball of fluffy fur that would fit into your hand, pulling and tugging on that sandwich until she pulled it out of Mother's purse. Off she ran, carrying the sandwich, larger than her it seemed, towards her hiding place under our bed. Mother's purse always held some wonderful aromatic surprise for this little thief. We caught her retrieving cigarettes one time. She looked like she was smoking. Another time it was a sweet, ripe peach that caught her skunky taste buds. What a mess. Our whole family was entertained daily with this little soft ball of black and white. No area of the house was really off limits, as Taboo was very much the lady and pranced around like any pampered pet would. Taboo had only one or two small, annoying vices that we could not get used to. She liked to make a nest in the box springs under our mattress. We were always afraid we would squish her when we laid down. The other was, when she went outside, she liked to eat bugs and worms. Ugh. I loved to wake up from a nap with Taboo stretched out beside me for warmth. It would be very cozy and warm for her under my arm or on my legs. She did have long nails that we kept clipped, but even so, she was able to climb up on our sofa or beds when she wanted to cuddle up next to us. A soft ball of knitting yarn that could be rolled around and wrestled with was one of Taboo's second favorite best games. Next to chasing us, of course. She would roll around for hours wrapped up in the string, pulling it, chasing it, and utterly having a ball. Many times toes could be pounced upon to enhance the yarn game, too. Skunks really will eat anything in the wild, but for Taboo, pizza was an especially pleasant treat. She would do just about anything to have her favorite snack. Mother would feed her like a baby, watching closely that Taboo would not overindulge or overdo this vice. Taboo lived with us from the fall of 1964 to sometime in 1970. I had left home to get married and returned the year of 1970. Mother had moved and gotten married herself, and I guess the husband did not share our love for this little striped critter. I found her dying, a starving, skinny bag of bones locked up in a cage in our backyard. I can remember the anger I had at Mother for forgetting to feed her. I remember them giving her a raw egg, but when anyone, animal or human, has not eaten for so long it is hard to revive and bring them back to good health. I never saw her after that. I don't even remember knowing if she had died or they had put her to sleep. It was just not mentioned. Could I have taken her with me? Saved her life? I had my own demons to deal with at that time and could not answer these questions. The memories that this little animal has given me has lasted for more than 40 years. These memories that have given me warm and loving feeling from a time when our family was going through crisis after crisis and sad, remorseful memories, wondering if I could have done something differently. Wild animals should remain in the wild, but if circumstances are such that life of some small animal may need to be placed in a human environment, then we are obligated to care for them. I am thankful for the memories. I will never forget our little TABU. If you like these memories from my past, please like and subscribe. We'd like to have you come back.